that ball.
Rambo Radio with your host, Jen T.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
I'm fucking coming for you.
Now I feel poo coming out of my bum. Yeah, it's a lot right now. Yeah, it's a lot.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rambo Radio. I am your host, Jen T. Twitter and Instagram at GenT523, but nobody cares. It's all about YouTube, Jen T TV. Hell yeah! Let's go. Friends, I am so full of carbs. I'm going to attempt to do a show for you. I'm so stuffed with leftovers. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Mine was fantastic, full of lots of drama and attitude and love and peace and harmony and delicious, scrumdiddlyumptious food. So let's get into the business. Oh, man. It's time for Customers of the Week. Yo, this guy, so bad. I see this sweet little grandpa coming to the store. And I said, hello, sir, did you need some help? And he goes, I need an expert. And I was like, okay, what'd you need help with? No, I need to talk to a lady that knows about shampoo. And I was like, how can I help you? Wink, wink. He goes, nah, I need an expert. Somebody who knows about shampoo. And then he turns and points to my older coworker who has purple hair. He goes, she knows about shampoo. She's an expert. And I was like, hello? Like, you don't think I don't wash my hair because my hair's cut short? Like, what the fuck is this? What's wrong with you? You stupid or something? Yeah, she's an expert. Sorry. And I was like, what? And then, I tried to play a little game. I tried to ask my coworker who was of Hispanic descent. I was like, hey, ask that guy if he needs some help. And he asked him if he needs some help. And he's like, no, I need to talk to an expert. And everybody who was Caucasian was an expert. Would you have guessed that this guy is racist? I was like, what is this? Asking about shampoo. So you wanted to talk to an older white lady about shampoo. Okay, all right. And then when that was over, he was like, I need to talk to an expert. And I was like, I can help you. And he goes, no, I want to talk to this guy. And my coworker was like damn near bald. I want to ask him about shampoo too. He's an expert. And I was like, oh. I was like, what's going on? And then I went, oh, damn, you're one of those people. You think people of the same race as you are an expert. And I was like, well, all right, well, at least I tried, Lord. At least I tried. But I was like, this guy is a complete jackal. What is going on? He was only asking white people for advice. It was super weird. I don't want to be that person that's like racist. But I was just like, you refused help from me. You refused help from a Hispanic coworker. And you're only asking for help from white people. I don't know. It's looking awfully racial in here. But I was like, you know what? I tried. I gave it my honest effort. If you don't want my help, then find somebody else. Because I was like, at this point, if that's going to be your thing, then I don't want to help you. That's fucking weird. So then I had to help this Hispanic lady. And, I love my hola mamis, and I love my hola mamis and their mommies, right? So when this lady came in asking for help, she goes, excuse me, I need a help. I have one item, just one item, please. I was like, okay, I can help you. She's like, I need this. And I was like, oh, that's on number 3. And then I was like, okay, if you have any other questions, let us know. She goes, one more thing. And I was like, okay, all right. She goes, I'm looking for this. And I was like, okay, that's on aisle 4. And then I start to get ready to leave because obviously I said, if you have any more questions, I can help you. You already asked me another question. I have helped you. I would like to go back to hiding. Thank you. She's like, one more. Sorry, one more. And I was like, oh, okay. Because that's 3 items, but nobody's counting here. Okay. And I said, that's over on aisle 5. And she goes, okay. And then I take her to aisle 5 and I start to leave. She goes, sorry. One more. And I was like, okay. It's only been, we're up to 3 or 4 items here. You said one more time. So, okay. I'm not doing anything. Whatever. I'll help you. So I go, that's on number 6. And then I start to leave and she goes, sorry, one more. And I was like, wait. You said one more 4 times ago, ma'am. It's not one more. How many you got? Okay. I was like, how many you got, Ma? She said, just one more. I was like, okay. You sure? One more. And so I go, okay, let's go to number 3 again. And I show her, and she goes, thank you so much. One more. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold the fuck on. I thought we had an agreement. One more means one more, not 6 more. Ma'am, hello. She kept just saying, one more. And I was like, hey, just tell me you got a bunch. It's cool. No big deal. But I'm going to have a big deal when you keep saying one more and it's not. There's one more. There's more. There's plenty more. There's too much more. So I leave. She come back. Oh, sorry. One more. And I'm like, wait a minute. If you say one more time, I'm going to, one more time, and punch you in the face. No more one more. It's a bunch. You got a list. Ma, you got a list. Just say you got a list. It's cool. Don't be weird. Oh, sorry. Okay. So I take her to aisle 5 again. And I was like, here it is. Anything else? She goes, one more. How and what in the name of Zeus's butthole is going on here? How do you have one more? You've been past one more. No more. What's happening? Sorry. One more. And I was like, girl, stop it. Stop. I was like, okay, ma'am. What's going on? I was like, seriously. I was like, is there any more? Because I would like to, get back to my day. Please. She goes, okay, last one. And I was like, are you sure about that? And then she goes, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm like, all right, player, but next time, just say you have a list. I don't know what that is in Espanol, but say, una listos, okay? Because you said one more like 6 times, at least. I stopped counting after the 6th time. It was not one more. It was a whole lot more. And that was kind of crazy. Yeah. One more. No, one more. Senora, one more. No, one more. Oh, damn it. Oh, man. And then my favorite customer of the week. God bless this woman. Because, Thanksgiving obviously is a hard time for people. And this sweet little Japanese grandma, she comes in the store with her son. She is up there, Jack. I mean, I don't think she has any teeth in the front no more. I think they're all gone. So she up there in the age. And I don't think she speaks a whole lot of English. So usually her son is in there with her, kind of like babysitting her, translating all the whole nine. So last Wednesday night, she come in the store to pick up her turkey. And she loves one of our cashiers and will give her, like little presents and shit. So we thought there was a problem because she pays for all her stuff. She's talking in Japanese to her son. Then they leave. But then she randomly comes back and wanders into the store and just starts yelling, Emilia. And I was like, oh, what? Emilia. No. I was like, Mommy, what? All of us were like, what? How can we help you? What's going on? Where's your son? Emilia. And I was like, me and another girl were like, Ichi-ni-san-shi. How can we help you? And I was like, oh. And I was like, oh no. And she just kept going, Emilia. And I was like, oh, Charlie Brown-san, antamadeo. Mushi. Emilia. We're like, Mommy, what? I was like, write it down. I was like, write it down, Ma, write it down. She's like, Emilia. And she was just like super panicked. And I was just like, fuck, what is if this is like Japanese for emergency? I'm fucking freaking out. People are like, what's going on? And she's like, Emilia. That's all she was saying over and over again. She would not say anything else. And I was like, fuck. I was like, is Emilia the name of your son? What's going on? Is he Emilio? That's just not a Japanese name. But I was like, is he Emilio? What's going on? Did he leave you? Are you okay? She's like, Emilia. I was like, oh, fuck. And then she just kept getting louder. She was like yelling it out in the store like, Emilia. And everyone's like, whoa, what do we do? Everyone was freaking out. And I was just like, oh. And then my coworker was like, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. I was like, shh. No, that's not helping. She just looked at her and was like, Emilia. And then I was just like, And I was like, we was trying to like decipher. People was talking to her. People was like trying to get out the Google Translator. And I was just like, oh, I think I know what it is. She's like, Emilia. And I was like, And I was like, okane, ushi wa makashi wa sta. Okane, ushi wa makashi wa sta. Stop. I was like, yo, it's that Megan Thee Stallion. Maybe she's looking for Maggie, baby. Oh, my days. What is that fucking shit? Oh. Stop. I get money. Oh, stop. Emilia. Stop. Emilia. Connect. Ushi wa makashi wa sta. Ushi wa makashi wa sta. Emilia. Oh, shit. Oh. So, after like 10 minutes of this lady yelling, Emilia. And I was like, Kane. You can only say, Charlie Brown-san, antemedeo. Oh, shit. I was like, G-Ma, please write it down. Help us. Help you. Emilia. And then she just walked out all upset. Emilia. Then so, one of the cashiers that works up front, her name was Emily. And so she comes walking up. She went to go get coffee. And she comes walking up, and then G-Ma, already took off. And I was like, yo, Emily, you missed out on some weird ass shit. Some lady was like yelling out, Emilia. We was tripping out. We was trying to help her, and then she ran off. And then I was like, some little Japanese grandma. And she goes, oh no. She goes, oh, that lady was looking for me. She always brings me little Japanese chocolates. And I was like, oh man. G-Ma was like on a mission to find Emily. I was like, oh damn, I thought she was looking for Amelia Earhart. And I was like, bitch, she did it. She crashed, Ma. She crashed. Emilia. She's looking for Emily. Oh man. Emilia. Oh man. She's like, oh, she gives me little Japanese chocolates. And we were just like, aw. So sad. She was like, she looked like a lost puppy. It was crazy. And we was just like, yo, where's your son at? No English. No hablo. Whoops, it's Japanese. No kane. Ishiwa makashi wa sta. No kane. Ishiwa makashi wa sta. Stop. Emilia. Stop. Oh, shit. I was like, Jesus. Oh, man, I felt bad because we was all trying. We was trying to, like, get her to write it down. She couldn't write it down. She started writing in Japanese. Like, this lady was frantic. I was like, fuck. What if somebody like killed her dog, or maybe somebody hit her son, Emilia or Emilio? I don't know what the fuck's going on, but maybe we need to call the police. But she took off. So I was like, did she leave in a car? Was her son still here? She just disappeared out of thin air. But she's like, Emilia, for like 10 minutes. Emilia. And then it turned out it was Emily. I was like, God damn, girl. I was like, please don't ever leave us again for coffee. We nearly got the bomb dropped on us. Straight up Pearl Harbor, the store. Emilia. Oh, damn it. Some current events. Well, this might be a record. We had two resignations in 1 week. Holy shit. I told y'all, it never ceases to amaze me at my job. I told you. If you listen to the show, literally 1 to 3 people quit a week. That's our average at my place, easily. Or maybe every other week. But still, even at every other week, if 2 people quit every other week, that's like fucking 4 people a month. Holy shit. I'm surprised the lights are still on, Jack. Holy shit. So we lost the manager. And then unfortunately, we lost the homegirl, my homegirl, Brittany. Jesus Christ, man. Woo, shit. Man, she really wanted to stay and work, but just like, fuck. She got a second job and she was trying to figure out the old scheduling. And I just wish she would have never told them that she got a second job, because once they find out you got a second job, you are fucked. Like, they are not going to work with you schedule wise. They hate your guts. So, I think she somehow told them that she got a new job and she got to do this and she can't work this. And they was just like, well, your priority is us or nobody. That's their mentality. So she's like, well, I don't want to quit here. And they're like, well, we don't want you. So it's kind of sad, because she spoke a Spanish. She worked in 2 different departments, so technically we lost like 3 people in one. But damn, fly on, Brittany. In the words of Jimi Hendrix. Fly, oh, fly. Like Little Wing. Oh, man. It's a shitty circumstance. I know she didn't want to quit this way. But I'm a firm believer in that sometimes things need to happen where you just can't plan, the jump off. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just get pushed off the boat and you're like, fuck. Like, I would have loved to have been politely placed into the water to learn how to swim. But my uncle from fucking Samoa is like, kapow! You're in the water, bitch. Swim. So sometimes it's kind of better that way, that you just get fucking dropped off the ship and into the waters, man. And you got to swim or you're going to drown. If everything is gentle, maybe you're not going to want to leave, or maybe, you're just going to second guess yourself. So the fact that she kind of just pulled the chute on herself. Oh, girl, pulled the chute on herself is probably for the best, actually. You know why? Because I really think that she was miserable, complaining, unhappy. And, it was time. It was just time. She lasted a whole year and 3 months there. And that was more than I thought she would last. But God bless her, because I know she's going to move on to bigger and better things. And she's already got this job. It's temporary, but I know that she's going to find another one, or that I'm just like saying a prayer that they will hire her into the position. Like, they just trying her out, and then maybe they'll give her a full-time job. So fingers crossed. I know my girl Brittany's going to make it. She's just going to have to just learn how to swim. She might be drowning right now, but she got to learn how to swim. So Thanksgiving wrap up. It was kind of funny because, so my aunt, we're cooking for a lot of people, And she made the biggest tray of yams you've ever seen in your life. I promise you. You've never seen a tray this big, right? But the problem with this tray is once you get all the juices from the yam and all of the seasonings and all that stuff, this thing is heavy. And so I guess she forgot to double pan the tray. So as we were talking to her and, she was all excited about cooking and people coming over and all this stuff, she goes to grab the pan of yams out of the oven. And as she's pulling it out of the oven, the whole fucking thing just folds on itself. It went brrr, just folded back in on itself, and yams and juice went everywhere. Smoke. I mean, it was sizzling, Jack. I was like, damn, here we go. The first, but it won't be the last of many accidents of this event. And so my cousin, one of my other cousins, was doing roll call. Who made this? Who made this? Who made that? So she was like verifying like who made it, because whoever who made it, if it was like her favorite family member, she was gonna eat it, but if it was somebody she didn't really know, she didn't eat it. And I was like, bitch, just put that shit on the plate and eat it. She's like, who made this? It's good. Who made that? I don't know. It's whatever. But the best part was my cousin. She's tired. She works in a catering job. So this is like Thanksgiving is Super Bowl week at her job. It's hell. And she came in and was so tired, said hi to everybody, made her apple pie, threw it in the oven, and didn't tell nobody to wash this thing or what. But into the night, that shit was fucking smoking. Everyone's like, what was that smell? Everybody getting ready to leave, and they're like, oh shit, the pie's still in the oven. That thing was fucking burnt soup, Jack. Damn. I was like, ooh, shit, ain't nobody eating that pie. Ooh. Oh, man. But, I felt bad because there was a guest there. And this lady made a pie not related to us, so it's cool. I can say this with peace and love. But when you make a pumpkin pie is supposed to be golden brown. You know what I'm saying? Like you've seen a pumpkin pie. It's golden brown on the top, This lady's pie was gray. This was a gray pumpkin pie with like bubbles in it, and I was like, oh, damn, you got little bubbles in there. What is this, hocus pocus? What the fuck are we eating? I said, I ain't eating that. And then my aunt comes up to me and she goes, did you have some of my pie? And I was like, yeah, I had some of your pie. She's like, but what about that other pie at the end of the table? And I was like, I pushed it to the end of the table for a reason. Nobody should eat that. It don't look good. She goes, I know it doesn't look good. And I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give it a taste test, but not me. I'm gonna convince somebody else. So I found one of them little baby's kids running around the house, and I was like, hey, how about you help cousin Jenny out and try some of this here pie? I fucking set up these kids, yo. I was like, hey, try this pie. Let me know how it goes. If it's good, we eat and we good, And it was like, okay. They walked up to that pie and they cut a little piece with their little forks. And I was sitting in the corner watching. Me and my aunt was watching. And they ate the pie. And they took 2 bites of that pie and they spit it out. And we was like, bro. That pie looked nasty as hell. And if kids don't like your pie, you trash. Ma, you trash. How did your pie turn gray? Did you cook it at all? Did you leave it outside for 3 days? What the hell happened? Pumpkins are supposed to be golden brown and tasty. 'Tis the season. Pumpkin spice fever. You know what I'm saying? Them kids was like, bleh. And my aunt was like, yo, I told my cousin, just take that pie to your work. And my cousin's like, I can't take that pie to work. They're going to think I made that. Oh, shit. He's like, it's going in the trash. I said, oh, snap. Damn, R.I.P. that gray pie. That shit looked like a tombstone, Jack. Here lies somebody's ability to cook. Damn it, my cooking's not that great, but at least I went back to YouTube and tried to fix it. That pie, you could not save that pie. I almost was going to have my cousin's burnt apple pie, then have that terrible pumpkin pie. That looked like fucking roadkill, Jack. Roadkill pie. Holy shit. Oh, man. Man, I need to end this podcast early because I'm in the throes of watching the new Sean Diddy Combs documentary, and I have just finished episode 1, and I gotta tell you, when you watch this shit, I knew Puffy was a bad guy from way back when, but I forgot how bad this guy is. I mean, there are people, and God forbid, I hope they're being honest and truthful, but I'm willing to believe the people in this documentary. And these people are spitting some facts and telling you the origin story of Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop, Mr. Diddy Love, Mr. Love, Mr. Combs, Mr. P, Mr. Sean P. Diddy, Mr. Puff, Mr. Daddy. Holy shit. This guy has been up to some shit for a minute, y'all. I mean, when I started watching this, the way that it was kind of filmed at the start, I was like, oh, are we trying to see Diddy as a good person? Are we trying to show this documentary like this is the rebirth of Puff Daddy? This is him turning over a leaf. He's a nice man. And then they go right to this guy booting, soccer kicking Cassie right into the head. And I go, oh shit, this documentary is not gonna be good for Diddy. Oh shit. Bro, they went. I've only finished episode 1. I just started episode 2, but all of the shit that people is saying at this point, it's just like, I can't even think to take Diddy's side on it because, okay, so with all these ladies, right, it's a terrible scenario. A lot of these women was used and abused and manipulated and just all kinds of shady shit going on, right? But a lot of these events took place multiple times. And so for the judge to give the verdict, to give him more sentencing, I think it swayed the jury or the judge in the fact that, this lady said P. Diddy an abuser, but they keep showing up, for the relations, you know what I'm saying? And it's like if you were able to get away, that you would get away and never come back, But, sometimes it's fucking psychological. When you're in an abusive relationship, you don't want to leave because you believe they can change and they never do. It just gets worse, right? So just watching this and knowing that this behavior has been going on since he was 18 years old. This guy's been treating women like dog shit since he was 18 years old. And this man is in his mid to late 50s now. It's incredibly shocking. And to do that to Cassie and all of these women, I mean, it's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. So I don't want to spoil too much for you, but, it's not looking good for Diddy. And apparently this documentary is put out by 50 Cent, so he going to slam this cat, man. He going to body Diddy because he in jail and he can't give a response back, But apparently Diddy's lawyers are saying this is stolen footage and Netflix needs to take it down. And I'm telling you right now, this shit's on Netflix right now. You don't think Netflix doesn't have lawyers upon lawyers. You don't think they vetted this documentary? Nah, Mr. Diddy, it's staying, and it's good. I highly recommend Sean Combs, The Reckoning. Please check this out. You're really going to see just what type of dude this guy is, and he is definitely not somebody that you will run around your daughter, that's for sure. I know if this man came around my daughter, well, we both going to jail, and I think only one of us is getting in that car upright. This man is just terrible. Just terrible. So, anyway, sit tight. Get you your favorite snacks. Put on The Reckoning. It's 4 episodes, 4 hours, an hour each. I honestly feel like once I get to episode 4, I'm gonna need like episode 6 and 8 or something, but we gotta wait for Mr. Diddy to get out of jail. 50 can only work so many miracles. Yo, this is crazy. And coming up, like, just thinking about, I'm hearing the scenarios or the stories from the past, and then seeing it I'm remembering from my eyes, like, oh my God, like, yo, those guys were so cool. Diddy was so cool. Craig Mack, Biggie, Mary J, all of these people that, Diddy discovered and put on, and just a long list of careers this man has made, but at what price? Like, this man hurt so many people, and for what? For money? For fame? For power? Destroyed people's lives. Just so selfish. And I mean, like, just hearing these stories, and I'm like, damn, that's not what I saw. Like, I saw the music videos, and I was like, man, I want to party with these cats. Like, yo, they's having fun. They's rapping. They doing the thing. They got the chains, the cars, the girls, everything. They's about it. But it's all an act. It's all a facade. All of these people are saying Diddy was one way in the public, and behind the scenes, this man was a monster. So, I highly recommend. I encourage y'all to check it out. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. And let's get you some UFC picks, because after this weekend, we will not have any fights for 6 weeks. For 6 motherfucking weeks. Uncle Dana, hello. You don't got nobody back there that want to fight? No, the reason there are no fights for this long is because it is the end of the UFC on ESPN, and thank fucking God. ESPN, you dog shit. Your fucking whole thing sucked, okay? First of all, we all signed up for ESPN Plus thinking that the pay-per-views were included. They were not. So on top of the fucking $12.99 or $15.99 a month you guys were charging us, it was $80 per pay-per-view. Yo, you highway robbing people, man. Highway robbery, straight up. So once this Paramount deal went through, I said, here come Paramount. We on Paramount, Jack. And I want to say for $12 a month, no ads, I get all the UFC I want, pay-per-views included. Let's fucking go. Paramount, baby. We here. So I've already switched over. Fuck you, ESPN Plus. That shit never worked right. It was always glitchy. Fucking would switch back between Espanol and English. Sometimes the pay-per-view wouldn't load. Every single one of the pay-per-views that did load would freeze middle of the main fight. Like, just complete bullshit. So I'm done. I'm done with them. I never want to see ESPN again. The only ESPN I watch is on the dark web. Otherwise, I don't fuck with ESPN. It is trash. What the hell happened? What's going on? It just seems like everybody half-assing this shit, man. Like, we paying all this money. We want some good quality, and y'all half-ass it. Y'all phoning it in. Y'all can't give me good quality for the money I'm paying. Well, arrivederci, cocksucker. Jog off. All right, let's get you some UFC picks and get the fuck up out of here. Okay, we got 2 cards. We got December 6th and then December 13th, and then we don't have anything until the end of fucking January. Get the fuck out of here, man. Okay, got Marion Santos versus Mohammed Jajan. Oh shit. Mohammed John Nemov. 13-3 versus Marion Santos, 16-1. Let me guess, you're from Brazil? Yup. I'm taking Marion Santos. Next, we got Mansour Abdel Malik, 8-0 versus Antonio Trocali. Where is you from, Mansour? I don't know about that. I'm taking Antonio Trocali. Okay. Next, we got Iwu Baranowski, 6-0 versus Ibu Azlan, 14-3. Let's see. Oh, shit. The Last Ottoman. Oh, boy. This motherfucker is roided out. Iwu Baranowski, Polish. She's Polish. We will take Ibo Aslan. No, I changed that. We were going with Iwo Baranowski. Okay, next. Edson Barbosa. This is a let's see. Edson Barbosa, 24-13 versus Jalen Turner, 14-9. This is Jalen Turner's last fight before he's retiring, so I'm gonna take Jalen Turner. Next, Marvin Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. I'm taking Bruno Ferreira. Nazim Sadyakov, 11-1 versus Fryer Ziam, 17-4. I'm taking Fryer Zayem. Ooh, Black Wolf. Oh, whoa. Never mind. Change that. He's from Azerbaijan. So I'm taking Nazim Sadyakov. Macy Barber versus Karine Silva. I'm taking Karine Silva. Terrence McKinney versus Chris Duncan. I'm taking Chris Duncan. Grant Dawson versus Manuel Torres. I'm taking Grant Dawson. Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. I'm taking Jan Blachowicz. Henry Cejudo versus Peyton Talbot. I'm taking Peyton Talbot. He's 10-1. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Tiara. I'm taking... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm taking Tatsuro Tiara for an upset. And then Alexandre Pantosh, 30-5 versus Joshua Van. I'm taking Alexander Pantosh. Mirab Dabalashvili versus Piotr Yan. I'm taking Mirab Dabalashvili. Those are my motherfucking UFC picks. Bet with me, bet against me. Who cares? Let's watch some fucking fights. Yeah. All right, friends. That is going to do it for me. I will talk to you next week. But until next time, this is Rambo Radio. I'm out. Peace.